Hey y'all, so I just want to show my issue I'm having with my Flex Multitool. So this is my old one, and this was the first Flex tool that I'd bought soon after they got released. And this is my replacement that they just sent me. So I'll show you. It's got a 5 amp hour battery charge, and that's on the old one. This is the new one, 5 amp hour battery charged. They both have the exact same flex blade on them. Well, I guess they're both flex blades, but this one has the curve on it. But I mean, not that that matters. So my issue, I'll show you. So here's my new one, and I'll show you the power setting is all the way up. Okay, so I'm going to turn it on. No wobble in the blade. You know, it's cutting this way, but it's not doing this, right? This is the new one. Here's my old one. Speed setting all the way up. Watch this blade. I'm not sure how well it shows up on camera, but you can see how much of this movement it's doing, along with how much louder it is. I'm gonna just listen to them side by side. New, old. There's clearly something going on here. New, old. So I think that just picked up on video how much of this movement it's doing. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to show this to you guys at all, but I just used a square and just made 2 lines here. Let me try and rearrange the camera here. Sorry guys, I don't have a tripod with the phone mount. So as you can imagine, here are my 2 lines. If you're trying to cut with a multi-tool and do a plunge cut, and the blade's flopping back and forth this way, you totally destroy your material you're working on. So I'm going to start off with the new one on the line on the left. All I'm doing is going to score my pencil mark here. Okay, that was the new one. Line on the left, all I did was just follow my pencil mark, right? Good, fairly straight line. Okay, the new one, the problem is when you turn it on and try and go into it, it's doing this all over the material. I'm exaggerating just to show you the problem. But now I'll try the same thing. And how I've had to, this isn't safe, I don't recommend this. But how I've been, Shadow, get back. How I've been having to do this is with a pair of gloves, when I turn it on, I have to press my finger against the blade like this to hold it from flopping back and forth, and it burns holes on my gloves and gets my finger hot, and it's not safe. But it's what I've had to do until I got my new one. So again, this is the old one. Okay, so you be the judge. Here's the new one. Here's the old one. I was not cutting any different. Everything's the same. I just want to show you guys my issue that I'm having. You can see it. You can hear it. So with that being said, I did contact Flex. I told them about my issue. They said, hell, well, that's strange. We've never heard of that. But let's go ahead and send you a new one. So they sent me this, tool only, you know, that's how I bought it. That's fine. New one, works totally fine. Got it registered, no problem. You know, I mean, I basically have a beater multi-tool. Really ain't going to do me any good. You can't plunge cut neatly with this. Maybe if you're like trying to cut into OSB or something, that doesn't matter if you scrape it up. I mean, I guess you kind of have an extra one here, but it's virtually worthless on stuff that's going to be seeing cuts, right? So, again, this is my first flex tool that I bought, and everyone who has used this thing, who've used others in the past, has been totally amazed at this. Their initial impression when I hand it to them is, okay, that thing's heavy. You know, it's like a brick, which it is. It is heavy. But with that, it's such an incredible tool. It truly is. My buddy, who is all DeWalt, I mean, down to the lunchbox, thousands of dollars worth of DeWalt tool, right after using this, a couple times, he just went and bought into the Flex platform after using this tool. We've been in situations cutting various materials, 2x treated, composite decking, stuff like that, and he's using his DeWalt, and it just simply wouldn't cut. You know, with brand new blades and everything, it just would stall out and die, stuff like that. And I've used other DeWalts, they did the exact same thing. Which is fine, but when he says, man, this thing has some serious power. I mean, he's even made jokes saying that the Flex Multitool has more power than his DeWalt circular saw. Anyway, so all that babbling to say, it truly is an amazing tool. I'm not disappointed that whatever happened to it, stuff's gonna break. Use these tools every day professionally, and stuff's gonna break. DeWalt's gonna break, Milwaukee's gonna break, everything's gonna break if you use it enough. But the important thing is that Flex stands behind their products and their warranty, and you reach out to them, 5 minutes on the phone, and then they're like, all right, new one's on the way. So anyways, it's an amazing tool. I don't really need to talk a whole lot about the use of the tool. I'm not going to sit here and cut a bunch of wood with it or any of that kind of stuff. There's not that much to talk about. But if you compare this side by side with virtually any other multi-tool, this is going to absolutely dominate it in cutting speed, power, the ability to not stall out and just stop the blade. The only competitor to this that I know of would be Milwaukee, but I don't have any hands-on experience with Milwaukee, but I have had hands-on experience with other multi-tools, different brands, and none of them are even half the power of the Flex. So, it's an incredible tool, but I did want to show my issue. I buy all my own tools. I'm not sent anything. I just give honest reviews, and I do my best to take care of my tools. I'm never throwing them around or anything like that outside of tossing them in a toolbox, but I don't just throw them across the job site or anything like that. So, yeah, that's kind of my review and telling you guys my issue that I had with it. It's an incredible tool, and if you guys are bought into Flex, this is one of their biggest tools that sets them apart from every other brand. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys.